Hey everyone, this is Nitro. In this video, I thought I would go over the way to build up your account efficiently in the early stages of Disgaea RPG, because there seems to be a lot of confusion about it since there's so many things you can be doing in the game, and it's not very clear what you should be doing. So, this video will talk about 4 main ways to advance your account properly in the early stages, and also a little bonus tip about how to use Laharl if you have it. Okay? So, first things first. As with any RPG, your goal is to upgrade your party efficiently and effectively, given the limited amount of action points that you have. Right? Now, you also have these AP potions that can be used to restore your action points, so it's not like it's exactly limited. For example, I have 22 AP potions right here, along with 50% AP potions, so I could restore my action points pretty easily, frankly speaking. But what you want to do is more or less build up a powerful party. So there's 2 elements to this. Okay? The first will be to build up your farming party, which is usually an AoE attacker with 4 thieves. Right? That way, the thieves will each give you a 3% chest drop rate increase for a 12, and with 4 of them, that's a 12% chest drop rate. And then your final character will probably be an AoE attacker who will allow your party to clear the fights quickly and efficiently. And the AoE character is probably going to be her, Disgaea. So that's the first party you'll build. The second party will probably be a party that is more focused on being powerful for the event. Okay? So in my case, you're going to want point up characters, and I have 2 of them. One of which is Fallen Angel Flown, and the other one is part of the event itself, Noel. Oh, one thing I should mention here as well. To assist your friends and other people in grinding up the event, you should make your support character one of these 2. Right? And it's very easy to change. Just select them, and then click on the favor button at the top. So if I click on this favor button, it'll say you're about to reset your preferred character. Do you want to proceed? You click yes, and then it turns into the pink hearts here, and now Noel's my support character. So let's just make it back into Flown for now, but that's how you would change your support character. Very easily, just click on that heart symbol, and it's changed. Okay. So, and then this party is clearly a powerful party with 2 of my best characters, with 2 support characters, and then the last character is just one of the thieves that I have because I don't have anyone else built up or leveled up. Right? And it'll give some increased drop rate too, bringing the thief. Alright, so that's the kind of parties you want to build. Next, okay, what you'll want to clear at the start is you're going to want to clear the main storyline, and you're going to want to clear the main storyline as far as Chapter 1, Episode 2. Okay, so clearing all of the main story episode 1 will unlock the Dark Assembly. And in the Dark Assembly, you can push through various rules and so on. The one that I used was I pushed through multiple customer rank increases in the Rose and Queen shop. So you start with a customer rank of 1 in the Rose and Queen shop. I raised it to level 5. Main reason for this is it increases the weapons that you get from the shop, making it better gear. So that's the first thing that I did, raising the shop rank so that I can potentially get better gear here. And then the next thing you would want, the reason we want to clear it to episode 2 is because once you reach chapter 1 episode 2 and you clear the second location, you will unlock the item world for your equipment. So by unlocking item world, you can go into the equipment and start upgrading them. More on that later. I'll go into item world in greater detail because it's actually going to take some time. So you're definitely going to want to do that. Okay. The other things you'll want to do is you're definitely going to want to clear your daily Dark Gate battles. You get 1 Dark Gate fight every day of the of the ones that appear here. You also will have extra gate keys to use, and I would personally say the gate keys are probably best used on experience quests to more rapidly level up your characters, but that can be waiting till later. You're definitely going to want to do the one run of each every day. Now, keep in mind though that that one run, the enemy levels, pay attention to them, right? For example, enemy level of 1 is very easy to clear. Enemy level of 100 is significantly more difficult. So you might want to wait on clearing the level 100 ones until your characters are more powerful. That way you can make sure you get the 3 stars clear. Right? Like you can see, for example, I cleared this one way too early, so I didn't get any stars at all. And then I cleared this one, with only 1 star. So make sure you can get all the stars when you do clear it, is what I mean. Doesn't have to be done right away, but you should make sure you do all your runs here. And the third thing that you would want to do is, of course, you're going to want to clear the events. Ultimately, building up a powerful party is for clearing the events, because the events are limited time. This event only lasts 14 days, so you got 2 weeks to do it. And the events have a lot of really good rewards. Right? If we look at the exchange section, for example, most important will be the NE Pretty, the Rainbow Pretty, because that will allow you to unlock your 4-star heroes and unlock their skills. After that, of course, but you're going to want at least 1 copy of Noel to get points up. More Noels will be nice, but first I would say get the NE Pretty, then get the additional copies of Noels, then whatever else you may want to get here. So that would be the order of the items that I would recommend you pick up. Depending on how much farming you get, you may actually be able to get all the Noels, or you may only be able to get like 1 or 2. Right? That really depends on how much you farm, truthfully. Now, to make your farming more effective, of course, is to use the special characters of the event. So if we take a look right here, the special characters are Dark Santa Laharl, Noel, Sicily, Raspberry, and Fallen Angel Flown. So those are the 5 characters that you would want to use for this event to maximize your point gain, if possible. And the other thing is, in order to clear this, obviously you're going to need a powerful party. For example, I'm at the last battle of the easy mode, and you can see that the enemies are at level 150. I actually can't clear this fight right now, because my party is still mostly level 100s. These characters have ranked up so they can hit level 200, but you can see I'm still not at that stage where I can clear that last battle just yet. So still in this process of farming up. On that note, it looks like my Noel has hit the reincarnation status. So I'm actually going to quickly reincarnate her so that she can start raising up to hit level 200 as well. Yeah, so now that she's hit her max level cap, click on her and reincarnate. And then I can continue to level her up this way. Okay. I'm also considering reincarnating this one of the thieves. You can see though, when you first reincarnate, there's a massive, all the stats drop. But I think it's probably worth it, right? Because I am actually using one of the thieves for battling. So I'll just reincarnate her. Whatever. There we go. So I just reincarnated 2 characters. So, moving on. So yes, your goal is to be able to clear this, and you're going to want to clear the higher level the better, because you're going to get more points that way. Right? As the battles get more difficult, they offer you more points per fight, and given you need an insane amount of points, you're going to want to power up your party as fast as you can so you can earn more points that way. So for example, taking a look here, given that the NE printing needs 1 million points, I have only 30,000 right now. It's going to take some time, so a lot of farming to do, that's for sure. So yeah, the goal is to build up the party for that event. And the 4th thing to do in terms of progression is Item World, right? Which you unlock. So for Item World, the way it works is by going into the Item World and clearing battles in Item World, you can raise the level of your gear. so that they're not stuck at level 1. For example, we take a look at this level 1 piece of growth sword. It has 22 attack and that's it. Right? Well, if I've item world a few pieces of equipment, like these basic items, and this level 10 piece of gear, this level 10 common item has 15 attack and 2 speed at level 14. Right? Or sorry, at level 10. I have this one at level 30, and it has 35 attack and 2 speed. So clearly, doing item world on the gear will make it more powerful. Right? They'll also go over this, but if you see these red angry emojis on your gear, it means there are innocents inside of it. Okay? And if you unlock the innocents, you can think of the innocents as being weapon runes or equipment runes, if you will. Because once they've been unlocked in the item world, you can then transfer them to other pieces of gear. So for example, this growth sword, all of them are unlocked, it's start unlocked, and I can actually transfer these innocents to other gear. And the effect of them is that they provide an experience boost of 2% per innocent. So that the growth sword provides a 20% experience boost. Right? So that's how these weapons work. And yeah, so in the battle you can unlock them and subdue them. Once you unlock the item world, it goes over that for you, so I'm not going to talk about it right now. But other than that, doing item world battles does not use your action points. So if you run out of action points, you can go into the item world and continue to farm. Right? That's the whole point of them. And it's very easy to farm them. If I go into, let's say, this piece of equipment and go into the item world, you can basically auto farm, in fact. Right? So if I go in and battle, what you literally do is, just like any other fight, you can turn on the auto battle, right? But not just item auto battle, you can also turn on auto advance. So it will go to the next level automatically for you. Now I'm totally failing this fight because this is a rare piece of equipment, and the rare enemies are much stronger than I am. So they just crushed me, right? So item world in rare pieces of gear can't be done right now, let alone the legendary ones. But if I can item world the basic pieces of equipment. So once again, if I go into one and battle, you'll see it fight very quickly and efficiently. Okay. So I'll just leave auto advance on for now. And the whole point of auto advance is so that once this floor is cleared, it will automatically move you to level 2 or level 3 without you having to click. Okay. So, first floor has been cleared, right? And now it will say right here, tap to disable auto advance, right? So otherwise it's going to advance to floor number 2 for me, right? Unless you tap to disable it. So it can very quickly automatically clear the battles for you and advance you to the next, allow you to clear the item world very quickly. Okay, so that's one way to upgrade your gear and let you clear them. Okay, but other than that, item world has one other element to it, which is optional, but it's one way to farm for gear. Because every item world fight, the level 10, level 20, level 30, level 40, level 50, and so on, those levels have a boss in them. Okay? And the boss, if the boss drops a chest, you will get a piece of gear. So, for example, on this piece of gear, I'm on level 10 right now. So I'm going to go into the item world and try to see if I can get the item to drop. Okay. I'm not going to play it multiple times but I'm just going to demonstrate it. All right. So we go to level 10, and I'm going to change my party to 4 thieves to increase the chance of dropping a chest with 1 leader, who is like an AoE attacker in this case. So we'll just go through this item world battle once. Okay. So I'm not gonna auto advance, but I will want to clear or I'm gonna want to turn off auto soon enough. One thing to mention, okay? In order for you to get the bonus from the thieves, they have to be alive, okay? So you can't have them die. Right? That's one reason to level up your thieves. Using 4 level 100 thieves is it works perfectly fine. So now that I'm on the boss, I'm gonna turn off auto. Because I need the boss to drop a chest. So let's target it. Right. I'm going to target the thief with the goal of making it drop a chest. So I just killed it, no chest was dropped. At this point, I would normally have to retreat, give up, and play the battle again until he drops the chest. Okay. So this is the way you get, as long as he drops a chest, you are guaranteed to get a piece of gear. So you can manually fight these item world bosses to make sure you get items. And it is very much, it is time consuming, it is a manual battle, because after all, if you kill off everyone, you're going to advance to the next level. So you have to manually fight to kill that boss to make it drop the item. Okay. But with enough luck, you'll get the item and then get more gear. The reason to do this is because you have a chance of getting legendary gear. It will not just drop normal items and so on, there is a chance to get legendary gear. So that's why it's important to do that. To make sure you... see? Oh, I just got the chest right there. So now I'm just going to end the fight. Turn on the auto. And now let's see what item it is. So, that was actually pretty good luck. 2 fights and I got the chest to drop. Okay. Yep. Next. See? So this chest gave me a pot lid, a common item. Which you could tell because it was a common chest, right? It wasn't a higher level chest. So you can see it says item general defeated, level greatly increased. And the gear level went from level 10 to level 15 as well. So let's just leave the item world. And you can get a piece of equipment from level 10. Once again, you can get it from level 10, level 20, level 30 bosses. So that's one way to get gear effectively. Not just from the shop, but from doing the item world fights. Okay. And so those are the 4 ways to progress in the early stages. Between doing the world map chapters and the event, you'll probably use up all your stamina right there. And if you focus on leveling up your primary party and use your keys to also experience them up, you should be able to get them to a pretty high level to keep advancing through the content. Like, I haven't used my Dark Gate keys yet, the 13 keys, but I'm definitely going to put them into the Experience Gate right now, because I want to prioritize upgrading my characters as far as I can, right? These 5, I need to raise them to level 150. So the final thing I want to mention was about Laharl, right? So Laharl, his weapon mastery, his equipment, his gear focus is towards swords. Right? So if I click on it, it shows the sword icon right here. So you generally equip him with a sword. However, it's worth mentioning that Laharl can be made into a decent AoE attacker. And in that situation, what you would do is, you would, instead of equipping him with a sword, you would equip him with a bow. The reason to equip him with a bow is because this is a very interesting thing, but when you raise up the bow weapon mastery to level 9, it gives you an AoE skill. Okay. So what you would do in this situation is, if you did not get Desco, let's say you need an AoE attacker, you would give Laharl a bow, let it up to level 4, and then in the Mouse Lab, you would choose to give him for the allocate mana. Instead of allocating his mana towards attack or towards sword mastery, you would choose to allocate his mastery into bow mastery. Alright? So by putting into bow mastery, it will raise the max level of his bow skill so that it can reach level 9. And then once it hits level 9, it can unlock the AoE skill. Now keep in mind, in order to use the AoE skill, he has to have a bow equipped. Okay? But this is one way you can do it. Right? You can, if you're lacking Disco, you need an AoE attacker, you are free to make a AoE attack Laharl equipped with a bow. But if you already have enough AoE attackers, or feel you do, like I have Disco, I don't think I need a second AoE attacker, then focusing him into sword mastery, into attack increases is the way to go. Alright, so those are the 5 things I want to talk about in this video, about early game progression. Right? So, I need to get back to continuing to farm and upgrade my own characters so that I can continue to work on the event. So that is it for now. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you found this useful. Right? And on that note, Nitro out.